Welcome back to the channel. My name is Daniel Sherrill. Today we're embarking on another amazing Fahey tune. In Christ there is no east and west. This is a hymn, church hymn. I don't know exactly what denomination. I imagine Christian, some sort of Christian. If you got a story behind it, I'd love to know what the story is and how Fahey came around to wanting to arrange this on the guitar. At any rate, I'm going to break down the harder part of the tune, partly because YouTube, super long form on YouTube is super long. So I'm going to break down the hardest bit, and if you can get the hardest bit, then you can get the rest of this tune as well. So this is In Christ There Is No East and West. You heard me just play the section in the beginning here at speed. What's cool about this is like there's kind of three different feels for this tune. One is like the kind of really rubato, meaning really free and smooth. And the other is kind of beginning to alternate thumb fingerstyle this melody. And then the third one is kind of like classic Fahey, this American primitive guitar that is hardly primitive. It's very, in my opinion, refined. Hardly primitive, kind of like an acorn. How an acorn is like a primitive thing, but there's so much magic and divine kind of design in each little acorn. Same thing in this treatment of this melody. So we're in the key of G, standard tuning. Biggest thing here is going to be making sure that thumb can really feel separate from the melody bits. All right, I'm going to describe this as like pinches and in the clear. So pinch means this. My thumb is moving 6, 4, 6, 4, 6, 4, 6, 4. And then my other two fingers are going to be pinching in this melodic rhythm. In the rhythm of the melody. Here I'm pinching 6 and 3, 4 and 2. There's the first line. This is arguably kind of the hardest part of the tune because you really have to be exact in where the timing of the melody is happening in relationship to your thumb. Let me take that again. So I'm doing 6, 4, 6, 4. The whole tune starts on a pinch in 6 and 3, and then 4 and 2. You notice my G chord, that I can't really move this pinky, but my G chord is one note. It's the 6th string, 3rd fret. And then I close it off on that 5th scale degree on the 2nd string, the D note. And then I do a pinch on that 2nd string. 6, 4, 6. Then the 4th string is in the clear. And then the 3rd string is right after that 4th string. And then I'm changing chords. I got to get my thumb involved here. If you can't get your thumb involved here, sure you can kind of make it's really an F6 chord. So an F major chord, FAC with a D on top. So it's an F6. Then I'm doing 6, 2, 4, 3. So pinch, 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 4, 3, 6 and 2 pinch. Hold on. Yeah, 6. Yeah, sorry, no pinch. 4, 3, 6, 2, 4, 3. And here is this kind of triplet pattern. It's not a triplet per se, but it's a triplet feel because he's really swinging these 8th notes. 1, 2, 3, 1, da da da, do dum. 6, 3, 4, 2. Then pinch 6 and 2. 6 and 2 pinch, 3 in the clear, 4 in the clear, then 2 in the clear. It's just a nice exercise to do. Right, that whole phrase is written in a tablature. If you want to read tablature or even the notated sheet music, follow the links in the description below. Such a cool little section. Because we're in the key of G, but we're immediately hitting this flat 7 chord, which kind of gives the vibe of the key of C, very Mixolydian feel. Okay, now the next section after that triplet, 6 and 2, 3, 4, 6 and 2, 3, 4, 2, 6, 1. Open. Then a 4 string after that. Let me take it up to that moment. 2, ready. That one up. This is the correct way. Pinch. Then we form this F chord. This is a harder chord to form, partly because the tension that we have to put down, or like not necessarily the tension, but the force that we have to put down on this first fret. This is going to be the spot on the guitar that is the most hard to fret because it's so close to this nut right here. Because that's the spot on the guitar that has the most requires the most force to press those strings down. So here, I'm forming this chord with my thumb, 1st fret, 6th string, and then kind of this common shape on the guitar. I'm gotta make sure I get these 2 bars. This double stop, this C note and this F note, really strong. Because I'm going to do pinch, pinch. Bum, 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 bum. I'm kind of doing the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st string there. Pinch, pinch, 6 and 4. Pinch, pinch, bum, bum, bum. Then I get to a C chord, pinching those same strings. Dun, 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 dun. Pinch 5, 4, 5, 2 on this D note. Dun, 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 dun. Let me get up to that moment again from the beginning. Ready, and do, dun, dun. That's wrong. Do, dun, 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 dun. This C add 9, adding this D note on top, this 9th. Do, dun, 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 dun. Oh, there is that latent C note at the end of that 1st F chord. I'm sorry, 2nd F chord. And it's kind of almost swallowed a little bit. It's like there rhythmically. It could be very muted, but the rhythm is still there. Oops. Dun, 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 right? Dun, 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 dun. Then we go to A minor chord, and I'm pinching 5th string and the 2nd and 1st string. Again, I'm motoring with this thumb. 5, 4, 5, 4, pinch, pinch. That's an interesting rhythm. Pinch 2 and 1. Then grab this G note from minor 7 chord. Now we're grabbing a D dominant chord, not dominant 7th, but still a dominant chord. F sharp on the bass with my thumb, and then pinching 2nd and 3rd strings. Okay. Then 1st string in the clear. Sorry, it's a pinch, I think. Let me see that. Yeah, it's a pinch. And here's something that Fahey does, which is really cool. He kind of does this glissando, or this kind of arpeggiation really fast. How I'm doing that, especially here. 5, 3, 2, 1, really fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, but really fast. And that 4th string as my bass is going to be in the clear after those 4 notes. This is written in the tab. It really solidifies kind of like that swung feeling, kind of like this bluesy vibe here. Let's take it from the A minor chord. Well, that was not very good. Then he does this really, really nice rhythmic thing. And we're still on G chord, but now we're doing G over D, our bass note, lowest bass note that we're hearing, and the downbeat is a D note. Right? And the way this pattern goes, once we get to this section, a pinching on 4th string, 1st string, and hammering on from this G to A note, 3rd fret to 5th fret, 1st string, 3rd string in the clear, 2nd string, and then pinching 4th string and 1st string on this B note, 7th fret, 1st string. And then doing a gliss, kind of like this, again, this triplet thing, 6, 3, 2, 1. Kind of arpeggiating that chord. Okay, let's take them to A minor. D. That transition moment, I'm doing the 4th string twice before I get to the downbeat of da 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 da, right? Right here, 4, pinch. That'll help you with that transition moment. Let's do that again from the A minor. 4, that was really sloppy. 4th string again. And then he kind of does this, you know, it's kind of this G6 moment, where I'm just kind of pinching 3rd, 2nd, and 1st strings open. It could be 2nd and 1st string open. It could be 3rd, 2nd, and 1st string open. It kind of depends on what you're feeling in the moment. Let's do that again. Yeah, and here he doesn't pinch the downbeat once he gets back to the big G chord. 6, 2, 4, and it's a pinch on that next 6th string. It's a nice little syncopated note. These are pretty simple moments. Whoops. Here I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 5, 3, 2, 4. Oops. And then we're getting to the ending. Again, there is a tablature written out for this. Please follow the links in the description below. And if you've gotten this far, like the video, subscribe to the channel, do the notification thing. I think that's good. I think that's a good thing. But we are in the home stretch of this tune. Let's take it from this sweet little, very ragtimey, syncopated blues vibe. First string, 3rd fret, 2nd string, D note. Then a C chord, just a straight up C chord. Back to pinching the 6th string and the 3rd string and the 2nd string at the same time. And then here we go to a C chord again. And the versions that I've heard, like Fahey's kind of, in my understanding, he's kind of muting this 4th string just to get the rhythmic piece. Because that's what my 4th string sounds like. And I'm going 5, 4, 5, 4. And it's so quick, I'm only doing that 5/4 cycle once on the C chord right here. Right here. Like you hear it, and I'm not mad if you play it full. Like that D note still sounds beautiful. Phrase. Right here. Pinch 5 and 3, 4 and 3 on the 2nd fret, 3rd string, an A note. Dun, 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 dun. Pinch, 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 pinch. 6 clear 1st string, 4th string. All of these are now kind of in the clear. It's very syncopated. Dun, 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 dun. When we get to that D dominant chord, it's F sharp and A, 6 and pinching 6 and 3, 4 in the clear, and then pinching 6 and 3 on these G's. Okay. Let me take it from the. Now here. Boom, 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 pinch, pinch, 6. It's beautiful, kind of. I think they're eighth notes. Bum, 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 bum. All of that's in the clear. Pinch 6 and 3, F sharp and A, 4th string in the clear, and then grabbing that C major chord over G. Boom. time. 3. What a sweet tune. All right, I'll take it from the top. One more time. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. If you're looking to get private one-on-one lessons, reach out in the follow the links in the description below. If you want the tab, follow the links in the description below. If you want to request a tune, leave it in the comments. All right, John Fahey and Christ There Is No East and West. Again, I only went through the harder part of this tune, the more in-depth fingerstyle bit, because if you can play that, you could probably just listen to what he's doing and pick it out. But in the tablature, there's all the parts. The tablature has the whole thing. Just follow the links in the description below. So here it is in this part's entirety. In Christ There Is No East and West. 1, 2, 3. All right, I will see you next time.